Hello, my name is Angela Owens with Phenomenal Business Solutions, and I help car dealerships streamline their finances, increase their profits, and grow their businesses. Today, I want to share with you about buy here, pay here pricing that boosts sales and profits. I'm going to give you smarter strategies for setting prices that attract buyers and protects your bottom line. So, pricing matters more in buy here, pay here because buyers are payment focused and not price focused. So a lot of times when people come in ready to make payments and they want to get a car on financing, the first thing they ask is how much are the payments? A lot of people are not even concerned about the final cost. They just want to know how much they are going to have to pay every month. Also, you are financing the risk, not just selling the car, and undervaluing your inventory can choke your cash flow. And just like they say, you're financing the risk, so anything can happen once that car leaves your lot. So you have to trust that you are going to make the money and everything like that. So it is very important to price it properly. So these are the hidden costs of underpricing. You have to still pay auction, recon, tax title, and license up front. Low prices equals slower recovery of your investment, and it increases your break-even point and risk. So don't be afraid to add a profit margin. When you get ready to do your pricing, you want to start with the cost, the recon, and overhead. And then you want to factor in expected defaults and collection costs. And you want to use market comparables to stay competitive but profitable. So you want to compare what the market is doing in your area and make sure that the car can sell for what you're trying to sell it for. But you still want to make sure that you're going to make money on that. And also we're starting with cost and recon and overhead. So that is going to be pretty much your break-even point. And you want to make sure that your vehicle is going to sell for a lot more than that break-even point so that you can make a profit. Number 4, that's profit, profit, profit. Make sure that you factor that in and that it's going to make sense for you to finance that vehicle. So here's some other things that you want to consider with your buy here, pay here pricing. So you got down payment expectation, your target weekly, monthly, payment range, and average charge off and repo rate, and the number of vehicles that you can offer for buy here, pay here each month. So these things are definitely going to require you to monitor your data. So as you start doing, when you first start off doing buy here, pay here, you don't really have anything to compare to because you don't know what exactly your lot is going to deal with. Because every lot is going to have their different challenges. So you have to start monitoring to see what your challenges are so that you can see how you can overcome those things. So you want to see what the people that are coming in, what they're able to pay on their monthly payments. And also you want to see how many cars you're having to charge off or repossess. And then you want to limit the amount of cars that you offer on buy here, pay here so that you can keep your cash flow. Because if you have all the cars out on buy here, pay here, then you're going to be waiting for money to come much later. So you want to see what your lot can handle as far as how many cars you can put on buy here, pay here, and which ones you can get for cash. So definitely keep track of accurate data to make sure that you can make the right decisions on how much you're charging for your financing. Also, make sure you price for risk and terms. So buy here, pay here pricing needs to cover delayed cash flow. And you want to build in a buffer for missed payments and repossession losses. And don't copy cash only lots because that model is completely different. Because with cash only, you can do a lot more negotiations and different things like that. But with buy here, pay here, you need to be very selective on who you allow to take advantage of that program. So you might want to stick closer to your actual price and allow people to walk away if they are not able to purchase at the price that you have set for that, because it's a lot of risk that goes into buy here, pay here. For example, somebody laughs on their insurance and then gets into an accident. Now you lost all the money that you could have made on that car. And so that's just one example. So I suggest that you be very strict about who you allow to take advantage of that program, as well as sticking to your pricing, because it's going to be very important. So you want to reverse engineer the payment. So choose realistic terms and monthly payment first, and then build the price backwards from the payment goal, and make sure it still meets your profit and risk margins. And then you can adjust terms, not just price, to fit the buyer's budget. So if the buyer is concerned about how much they're going to have to pay each month, you could just stretch the amount of time that they're going to pay so that their payments can be lower, and you still end up making the money that you want to make on it. And the longer they stretch it out, the more interest you'll get on that anyway. So don't try to focus just on price. See what other ways that you can benefit your customers so that you can still win at the end. Make it a win-win for you and the customer. And compete on more than just price. You want to compete with flexible payment terms, offer warranties or service perks, have better vehicles or reconditioning process, and make it easier to do business with you. That way people can send more people to you. So if they feel good about their purchase, they pretty much will pay what you're asking for. So this is what payment first buyers actually want. They want a reliable car they feel is worth the payment, a dealer they can trust who won't leave them stranded, and reasonable down payments and affordable biweekly notes. So again, the payment first people, the people that come in and just say how much is the monthly note and they're not concerned about the price, this is what they are looking for. So here's some tools that you can use to help you set the smarter prices. You can use your dealer management service to review deal history, compare auction costs versus sales price, track which price points have faster payoff times, and build a pricing matrix that protects your margin. This is another thing that your data is going to be very important. So basically, make sure all of your information is up to date and readily available for you to make the right decisions for your dealership. Smart pricing equals sustainable cash flow. You're not just selling cars, you're selling notes. And set prices that support your business long term, and profit, collections, and growth all starts with the pricing. So the bottom line, price with purpose. Start with your profit goals, factor in total cost and risk, use payments to guide, not limit, your pricing. Aim for sustainable cash flow and not just quick sales. So I hope this information was beneficial for you, and I would love to assist you with any of what we discussed today. You can schedule your appointment at angelajones.com/calendar. And if you haven't already downloaded my free ebook, you can go to angelajones.com/5mistakes so that you can understand some things that can help you stay in business and things you may not have thought about before. So I look forward to talking with you, and have a wonderful rest of your Tuesday. Bye.